Yo, Merlin. Yeah, it looks sick. But somehow without the sunglasses, it doesn't look as good. And on the stream, it looks as good as in the sunglasses. It's crazy. But yeah, I'm kind of annoyed. Again, a friend set me up. Like we wanted to meet, and then I write him, and then oh sorry, like I'm in tune with my family, dude. Oh my god, these people, dude. I hate being nice anymore, but I cannot burn all the bridges at the same time either. But yeah, really feels like with me you can do it, and now I'm pissed, and it sucks. But I'm also a bit tired. That makes me maybe more pissed and so sober. Gotta get a banana. And today again I was at the food bank, and there's like fucking a million fucking Muslims and black people and Indian people, and they all can go first. And then I didn't get very good loot. They again had like a lot of sugar, which I cannot use, I guess. Feels like it's almost not worth my time to go there, but sometimes it is. Last time it was good. Still can't figure out how to keep his plans, yeah. It's crazy, man. But yeah, how did he just forget or whatever, you know? Or why can he not text me? Like, it doesn't make any sense. And then I text him, when are you coming? Like, oh, I'm in tune. Yeah, just moving on is the best, I guess. But just pissed. But yeah, I watched some video about ADHD to learn more about it and to figure out if I actually have it or not. And yeah, some things resonate, and yeah. I also want to give my friends excuses. Maybe they have ADHD also or whatever. But yeah, giving them excuses feels like almost being too nice also. Yeah. Who doesn't have it? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's such a unexact science also, because you can have the same things as somebody with ADHD, but you don't have ADHD. It's like it's really unexact somehow. Yeah. But every fucking thing diagnoses you with it, so to speak. Yeah, I should not try to let it to get to me, but also I try to find like a solution, you know, how can I prevent this from happening, you know? Do I have to ask them like, are you really, really sure? Or like with one friend I tried also like, yeah, okay, text me like 30 minutes or 10 minutes before you want to meet, instead of like 10 hours before, and then you cancel anyway. But that didn't work also, it didn't stick. But maybe if I don't know. Maybe if I would be more hard or strong in my decision or something. Yeah. But yeah, usually, you know, this guy, everything was fine also. But somehow today, not. Whatever, yeah. But yeah, I'm definitely still more easily pissed than before being sober, because then I would just say, whatever, fuck it. And sometimes my introvertism also is like, yeah, then I don't have to hang out. That's nice too, you know. But just the time feels wasted. That's maybe the worst, yeah. But yeah, let's move on also. We cannot change it. Yeah, it's kind of cold. It warmed up a little, but it's still pretty cold. This is like the coldest of the 3 lakes that are close by. Just the river is slightly colder. But you can definitely get into it. It's not too crazy. I was even thinking about doing it, but now sitting in the shadow with this very strong wind, it's cold enough. But as soon as I would lay in the sun, it would be very hot. And yeah, it depends also how you define cold, you know. For most people, at this point, it's acceptable. But some people are really sensitive, and for them, it's definitely too cold. And to have the exact measurement, you would have to look it up. But there's quite some variation, depending at what point you are. Or at least that's how it feels like to me. But yeah, I would guess, I don't know, like 20 degrees or something. But water always feels much colder than 20 degrees air, right? And maybe it's less also. Or even more. But even like 24, I think still feels cold, right? Ja, Feria am Meer, schon fast, schon fast. Papa Knorz in the house. Wir sind gut genug. Papa Knorz in seinem Keller. Er schraubt herum. Bing bababum. What are you looking at, please? Und ja, du hast gesagt, ich soll etwas planen, für wenn du kommst, Mann. Bist du wirklich im Kauer? Ah. Geil, geil. Ja, im Kauer ist es auch viel. Ja, du hast gesagt, ich soll etwas planen, für wenn du kommst, aber ich bin doch schlecht im Planen. Aber ja, ein paar Sachen gibt es schon, die man machen kann. Aber ja, ich weiß doch auch nicht, was du willst. Und für diese Sachen muss man auch noch weiterfahren, aber du bist ja schon so weit gefahren. Aber wir können Tiere von Hang füttern im Brienzer Zoo. Oder Wasserfall in Lauterbrunnen. Aber das ist auch beides noch zum Fahren. Oder hier jetzt ein gratis Zoo mit Steinböck und Murmeltier. Das ist gerade hier. Oder wir können Touristen anschauen und schauen, wie die Paraglider landen. Und ja, eben baden könnte man natürlich auch. Da könnte man auch ins Burgselli gehen, dort ist das Wasser wärmer. Dort gibt es so den einen so Halbgeheim-Spot, der ziemlich geil ist. Aber ich glaube irgendwie, du bist nicht so der Badetyp, wobei du hast einen Pool auch. Und wir können auch Krebsli fahren. Dort hat es so Krebsli, die wir dann essen können. Oder kein Plan eben. Die Möglichkeiten sind sehr vielfältig. Oder wandern, aber da habe ich natürlich auch keinen Bock. Ah, es läuft jetzt. Heftig, heftig. Planst du nicht zeitliche Abfolge? Ah, sehr gut, sehr gut. Ja, aber wir können auch so actionmäßig machen, so 20 Minuten hier und 20 Minuten dort oder so. Wäre vielleicht auch nicht schlecht. Ich bin zwar nicht so alt, aber ich verhalte mich auch wie jemand alt. Von dem her können wir auch eine ruhige Kugel schieben. Und ja, obwohl du alt bist, machst du gefühlt eben gleich noch mehr als ich. Ich bin schon sehr lethargisch, oder wie immer das man würde sagen. Ich bin auch sehr gut im Nichtmachen. Oh, Entenbabys. Ja, 10 Kilometer wandern hätte ich auch nicht so Lust. Banane will sie nicht. Oder sagt sie, der Kind soll kommen. Banane willst du nicht, willst du nicht, gell? Mehr habe ich nicht, mehr habe ich nicht. Und ja, deine Kinder sind noch recht klein. Du musst die mästen bis im Winter. Banane nicht gut. Kind sagt gerade davon. Ah nein, die haben jetzt immer genommen. Das eine Kind. Tod durch Banane. Hoffentlich nicht, aber ja. Ah, alles vor den Fingern an. Ich fahre mit dem Auto von Spot zu Spot. Ja, ist gut. Und ja, eben, aber wie weit machst du denn noch fahren? So? Eben hure Lauterbrunnen oder so, mit diesen Wasserfällen. Geht halt gleich nochmal irgendwie, keine Ahnung, eine halbe Stunde, 3/4 Stunden oder ich weiß nicht genau, je nachdem wie die Leute fahren auch. Hure Einbahnstraße, also im Sinne von einspurig meine ich. Und dann musst du halt, bis hierhin brauchst du etwa schon 1 Stunde und 15 brauchst du schon. Und ja, es gibt auch so geile Pässe, die man auch fahren kann. So Zeug ist auch noch geil zum Teil. Aber da kenne ich mich auch nicht so gut aus. Da kannst du vielleicht selber auch noch ein bisschen recherchieren. Aber eben irgendwie über eine Brünig oder ich weiss doch auch nicht wo. Aber es hat eben so ein paar so Strassen, wo man auf die Berge raufkommt. Und ist schon noch geil. Und im Sommer halt der beste Moment, wo man gehen kann, weil es dann schon gleich frisch ist. So. Und ich fahre eben leider schon so lange nicht mehr, dass ich halt eben mit dem leider auch nicht mehr so auskenne. Im Sinne von, ja, wie beschnitten. Vom Auto beschnitten. Und wenn ich wenigstens einen Check wieder machen würde oder wieder zurückholen oder was auch immer, dass sie von mir wollen, Eignungstest. Dann hätte ich dich ablösen können. Dann kannst du so einen Nicker machen. Aber geht leider auch nicht. Wobei ich wüsste schon noch wie fahren, aber ja. Wäre eben schon blöd vielleicht. Was kommt mir noch in den Sinn? Ja, keine Ahnung. Eben Burgsell ist halt schon recht geil, aber auch mit dem Auto kommst du auch nicht bis ganz an, musst noch ein Teil laufen. Und dann ist halt schon mehr einfach so zum Baddeln. Aber so da ein Restaurant, wo man das Kaffee nehmen, wo Wein nehmen, musst du noch Eintritt zahlen, das ist auch behindert. Für die Baden. Eben alte Häuser könnte man anschauen, Schlösser oder wie sagen wir, Burgruinen. Ja, kannst du dann auch mal dort AI durchlassen oder so. Oder frag mal die AI. Ja, ja, probier es aufschreiben. Hello, happy hot Friday. It's actually not super hot here, luckily. In the sun it's kind of hot, I guess, but there's wind and last night it rained again. It helps a lot. Tomorrow, normal temperature. Nice, nice. How many degrees you have? Yeah, that's pretty hot. I don't even check temperatures anymore. I just accept it. Blümli Saup in der Sommernacht. Damn, I still haven't started it. I'm still listening to this grim dark future sci-fi. Well, one of the female ducks chased the other female duck away from her kids. Kind of funny. And the kids ran to her, like maybe they confused it with their own mother or something. Kind of sus. Wish it was in English, not only in Swedish. You think it's not available in English? That kind of sucks, yeah. Und jetzt meinst du, kann ich mich direkt auf den Ausfallserver auch einklinken, oder wie? Das wäre natürlich schon heftig. Aber ich verstehe auch, wenn es zu viel Aufwand wäre, oder keine Ahnung. Aber es gibt auch so Leute, die das anbieten und die verlangen auch Geld monatlich. Manchmal ist es geil, dass du auch so Flugzeuge siehst, aber einer hat mir auch erzählt, dass der ganze Sprit, oder, der nicht verbrennt, der kommt natürlich oben runter. Und dann ist es schon so ein bisschen so Sauerei auch. Ist auch nicht gesund. Und hier der Ding irgendwo, Axalp, die sind auch viel trainieren. Das ist auch ein sehr schöner Ort, aber dort kann man auch nur zu Fuß laufen. Und ja, gerade im Sommer haben wir jetzt schon so ein paar geile Bergplätze und so, aber eben viele Orte nicht erreichbar mit Auto. Da gehen sie mit den Kühen rauf, jeden Sommer und dann wieder runter im Winter. I don't know. It could be, could have been that for sure. bush of hair. Yeah, you have to have a good relationship with yourself. And you know, being kind is good also, but being too nice is not good also. Yeah, that's a video that I watched today. Kinda makes sense too. Leider nein, läuft über OBS. Man müsste zwei Instanzen installieren, ich weiß aber nicht, wie das geht. So schlau bin ich dann auch nicht. Ja, aber das schaffst du auch noch. Aber ich weiß halt auch nicht. Ja. Und ja, über OBS, keine Ahnung eben. Um Dreiecken würde es dann vielleicht auch gehen, aber eben, ich verstehe es halt selber auch nicht ganz. Aber ich kann mir das halt irgendwie schon vorstellen, eben, dass ja, entweder bräuchtest du meinen Stream-Key oder ich weiß doch auch nicht. Aber es müsste halt dann auch dauernd laufen, sozusagen. Aber eben, eigentlich wollte ich es zu Hause selber auch einrichten, wenn ich einfach das Internet mache. Salut. Aber ja, eben, ich komme nicht vorwärts. Aber hoffentlich packt er die Muse noch. Ja. I honestly felt bad a little bit also, not gonna lie. Usually I don't do that stuff. And see now they're like kissing in the water. You get both of the good ends or whatever. Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, I don't know, medium. There's one thing that pissed me off, and I'm a bit tired also. This and that. What about you? Ich bin schon mal froh, dass es so läuft. Ich möchte es auf einen Raspberry Pi 5 haben am Schluss. Ich werde einmal die Kai fragen, ob sie mehrere Instanzen laufen lassen kann. Zudem läuft er auf Linux, da bin ich noch nicht versiert genug. Nah, I don't think today is that stream, no. Oh my god, wearing socks and flip-flops. Classic. Yeah, weekend is always nice. But for me, every day is a weekend, and then somehow it's not nice anymore. All of your wish comes true, I think, type shit. Yeah, loneliness, it's like, it's unhealthy somehow. Although, I feel like, as a man, and especially in your age, you can deal with it pretty fine. But yeah, for example, having family, this and that, which you kind of have still, it's very nice also. You know, that's already not as lonely as me, for example. And I'm probably gonna die. But yeah, I have to stream, I guess. I don't know, man. I heard about that too, but also sitting is not good. A lot of things kill you, this and that. But as a man, I feel like, yeah, you just gotta have goals and this and that. That's kind of like almost more important. And to being too addicted to not being lonely is kind of like almost like a weakness as well, but it needs a middle ground for sure. Ja, eben, ich würde dir ja vertrauen, weißt du, ich meine. Ich weiß ja, dass du meinen Stream-Key nicht benutzen würdest, um irgendwie einen Scam laufen zu lassen oder was auch immer. Also, ich würde dir auf jeden Fall, also ich vertraue dir 100%, obwohl wir uns ja jetzt auch nicht so mega gut kennen, würde ich niemals denken, dass du mich da irgendwie betrügen würdest oder was auch immer. Ja. Und ja, das machen relativ viele Streamer so, dass man sich halt auch eben vertraut. Klar kann man nicht mit jedem machen, aber ich denke, die meisten missbrauchen das jetzt nicht wirklich so. Und kann man oft auch nur temporär missbrauchen, weil man dann gesperrt wird oder was auch immer. Jo, test es mal, ja. Und ja, mit Ausfallserver meinst du einfach, oder wenn BRB ist sozusagen, also oder wenn die Verbindung schlecht wird, dass dann einfach sozusagen Clips laufen oder eins von deinen Liedern oder sowas. Das ist alles, was du meinst, oder? Nehme ich mal an. Und das sollte eigentlich nicht so eine Riesenhexerei sein, aber dass es so lange gedauert hat, bis es richtig läuft, hat mich schon auch verwundert, ja. Aber das ist halt bei vielem so, oder? Wenn es mal schwierig ist, aber man schafft es dann trotzdem, dann ist ja alles gut. Wenn es immer gleich klappt, ja, ist schon fast verdächtig dann. Brauche dann mehr Power, ja, natürlich. Das ist klar. Und ja, was man vielleicht eben programmieren noch könnte, eben um Power zu sparen, dass es nur angehen würde, wenn der Stream auch läuft, weißt du, ich meine, sozusagen. Aber das wäre dann vielleicht auch gar nicht so einfach. Aber bestimmt auch keine Hexerei. Und ja, eben deswegen verlangen die Typen auch Geld, oder? Weil es halt eben Energie braucht und den Server und so weiter. Und ich weiß gar nicht, was die so verlangen, aber ich kann mir schon vorstellen, dass die da, weiß auch nicht, 50, 60, vielleicht auch 100 pro Monat oder so, keine Ahnung. Vielleicht auch bei manchen weniger. Und gefühlt ist es jetzt auch gar nicht so krass wichtig, oder? Also nur wenn man viele Unterbrüche hat. Was man ja vorher meistens schon fast planen kann, dass man es dann nicht hat, sozusagen. Und ob jetzt alle Leute da bleiben, nur wegen diesen Clips, da muss man schon gute Clips haben. Der muss immer laufen. Ja, ja, er muss halt immer laufen, wenn der Stream an ist, oder? Aber eben, wenn jetzt sozusagen du das für dich machst und für mich, dann nur, wenn der Stream läuft. Ja. Und wenn du es nur für dich machst, dann weißt du ja immer genau, eben wann du streamen willst und so. Und klar muss er laufen, auch wenn er nicht gebraucht wird, weil der Stream funktioniert. Das stimmt schon, ja. Das meinst du wohl. Ja, ja, eben ja. Das ist verständlich, dass du das nicht kommerzialisieren möchtest. Da gibt es schon viele Anbieter und eben, vermutlich kann man nicht so viel Gewinn damit machen, ohne horrende Preise zu verlangen. Und ja, es ist auch immer Aufwand. Eben manchmal muss man irgendwie auch, ja, manchmal gibt es da auch wieder Probleme, habe ich auch bei manchen schon gesehen. Und dann müssen sie irgendwas machen. Und da muss man dranbleiben, da hätte ich auch keinen Bock. Ja, jemand muss den Rechner einschalten, natürlich. Ja. Welcome to my house, baby, take control now. We can't even slow down. We don't have to go out. Welcome to my house, play that music too loud. Show me what you do now. We don't have to go out. Yo, thanks for the follow. Sir Weasel in the house as well. Who followed? Who followed? Der Strompreise OBS läuft dauernd. Der ja, man fragt sich wirklich auch, ob es wirklich das wert ist. Oder gerade wenn man eben eine gute Verbindung hat, ist es fast nicht wert, dass er immer weiterläuft. Aber ja, manchmal, also wo ich zum Beispiel in Spanien in den Ferien war, wäre ich echt froh gewesen auch. Weil da gab es schon immer mal wieder Unterbrüche. Und das nervt dann halt richtig, wenn der Stream abbricht und dann musst du neu starten und dann hast du am Schluss 20 einzelne Streams. Das ist schon zu kotzen. Aber jetzt hier zum Beispiel habe ich eigentlich nie mehr als vielleicht 30 Sekunden Unterbruch, wenn überhaupt. Und dann connecte ich es einfach wieder zurück. So. Weißt du, wie ich meine? Ja, dann musst du so einen Stromzähler, ja, du hast ja schon einen Stromzähler, ja. Da kannst du genau ausrechnen. Ah, die Typen denken, na, ich filme sie. Und ich mache es ja, aber es ist so weit weg. Kümmert sich keiner drum, oder? Aber trotzdem mal nicht filmen. Ja, ja, eben, mach dir keinen Stress, ja. Eben, ich brauche es auch nicht unbedingt, aber es wäre halt schon geil. Ist schon so der Lux, wenn man das hat. So ein Clip, BRB, Dingsbums. Stromfresser, wenn OBS dauernd läuft. Ja, logisch, logisch. Aber eben, ja, eben, vielleicht kannst du das ja eben mit dem Kleinen machen oder halt mit einem Rechner, wo der sonst eh auch läuft halt. Oder eben, ja, die Frau oder die Kinder anstiften, anzuschalten und abzuschalten. Ja, aber du solltest doch irgendwie auch das Gefühl, man sollte auch remote anschalten und abschalten können, aber ja, vermutlich kann man nur eben so Sleeping oder was auch immer. Aber Power Saver Mode ist auch besser als man denkt, hat Sir Weasel letztes Mal gesagt. Und sowas sollte man eigentlich remote hinkriegen können, aber eben, ich habe keine Ahnung. Oh. Es ist auf jeden Fall 100% technisch machbar, aber vielleicht nicht so unterstützt. Ja. Ja, es braucht echt Zeit. Ich komme ja auch nicht vorwärts, aber ich mache halt auch nichts. Aber du, wenigstens bist du so leicht am dran kratzen. Das ist doch schon mal sehr gut. Es ist sehr, sehr gut. Ah, ihr feinstes deutsches Aldi-Wasser. 40 Rappen. Ich habe eine Frage. What music do you listen to do exactly? I actually honestly don't listen to that much music, but I listen also to kind of everything. But I like Helge Schneider, but I also like metal music. But I don't listen to it a lot. I also like, yeah, just rock music. I used to listen to hip hop a lot when I was young, and I still like it sometimes. What else? Yeah, everything. Also classical music. Not a lot, but sometimes. Lord of the Rings music. Of course. Also Swiss folks music. Nice too. It's kind of like, who is not listening to all the music, honestly? Like Burzum. Burzum. But that's like metal, I guess. And there's some I don't want to name also. Because they're too extreme. Yeah, Burzum, yeah. But not all of it is like metal also. The newer stuff is like more chill. And he has like one album that he made like in prison. That is only like synthesizer. I got a new match, but again, it's an African woman, Gigi. Gigi. Fucking Tinder, so useless. It's awful. The music or what is awful? Matching with Africans. Yeah, there's like Burzum has like he made music for like I don't know 40 years or something or 30 at least. There's a lot of variation. There's some stuff you surely would like also, but he has like 10 albums at least. And there's some really good songs, honestly, that you almost cannot not like. But yeah. I like a lot of crazy stuff when it's like brutal and hard and whatnot. Haggard. It kind of rings a bell, but not really. I also don't know like all of it, not gonna lie. I only like right-wing metal. If they're not right-wing, then it's not hard enough. Type shit. That's all I'm gonna say. But there's also like In Tyrannos is kind of good also. But that's basically a band that changed their name a lot. For reasons. What is pretty good is Leichenzug also. Do you know Leichenzug? Or Absurd has some really good songs too. But yeah, Helge Schneider from Germany. But yeah, Leichenzug. Oh. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 bam. Although that's in Tyrannos, I think. You certainly wouldn't like them. I get it. No problem. To each their own. And I like a lot of other stuff also, like reggae, for example. I listen to her a lot also. Oh no, now she texted me. Come on, dude. I never match, and then if I match, it sucks, and I have to unmatch. But I also give everybody likes, because I can't be bothered to look at the picture and read the bio. It's too much effort. But yeah, just because they're right-wing, it doesn't mean that the music is bad, you know what I mean? Like, there's fucking, I don't know, I listen to people like Elton John or Queen or whatever. And I'm not a big fan of gays, but the music is good. Swarovski or whatever, no, not Swarovski, like, what's this guy named? Swan Lake guy. Tchaikovsky, he was allegedly gay also. But some really good songs. Just as an example. And some people don't say that they're right-wing also. I don't know, maybe. I think I can't be. I'm not allowed because I don't work and I'm a degen. And I used to be a leftist when I was young also. But nowadays, I don't know. I don't want to self-snitch, you know what I mean? But yeah, I love my own people, if that's allowed. And if that's right-wing, then I'm right-wing. I don't want to gas people, if that's what you're asking. It's a mess, this whole political thing, and right and left also, it's like, you kind of shouldn't even say it, but there's really just in the metal scene and in the rock scene, There's a lot of like soft shit. And some of the hardest stuff is from these fucking guys that don't give a shit. And they just say whatever they want. And all the other stuff is just, it's kind of like too soft somehow. I don't know. But what pisses me off also, like with this example, for example, like the hip hop. In hip hop, people are allowed to say everything. And I like that also, like the old Eminem albums, for example. It was good because it was so fucked up. The things that he said were so fucked up. You know what I mean? And that's kind of like the same with like metal and whatever. And yeah, would you say you are like a free Palestine person? Nobody forbids them, but they get like censored, or like one of the bands also they left Germany because in America their music is legal, but in Germany it's illegal. For example. Knees are sweaty, mom's spaghetti. Yeah, I maybe was too young to understand some stuff also, but I understood quite a lot already because I traveled a lot already as a kid and my English was not too bad. But some stuff I still didn't understand. But nowadays when I listen to it, I just realized the change. Like his first albums, he would say like, new kids on the block, suck a lot of dick, boy-girl groups make me sick. And I don't know, he would say faggot and whatnot. He would never say the N-word though. Yeah, it is what it is. Something like bit me, or I don't know, maybe an ant. Or maybe it was a tick. But yeah, isn't it racist also that only a certain type of race is allowed to say the N-word? Isn't that like apartheid? Like, isn't it racism that not everybody can say the N-word? And how brown do you have to be? Where is the border? And did you know that Bob Marley was half white? His mother was like white, I think. But he definitely identified as black. But he didn't say the N-word either, I think. Oh, the duck babies are back. Yes, steal their guy's food. Take it, it's yours. It's yours for the taking. Oh, what did that kid do? It's like scaring the ducks or something. But at least it's not throwing the stones at them. Like one time I was here and then people threw actually stones at the ducks. That pissed me off a lot. Like I said, when I was young, I was like left wing, and also, yeah, just this. It was like the hype, you know, the hip hop, the reggae, everything was hype. And you know, he had the melanoma, like skin cancer, but he didn't cut it out, and that's why he died. It's kind of dumb, also. Rasklad, bomberklad, this and that. And yeah. to promote smoking weed, I don't know. It's not that great also. Other than that, he was chill for sure. Cannot complain. Man, it was so nice and empty here before, but now everybody has to somehow pile up in this fucking 5 meters in front of me. Maybe better go over there to the field where we were last time. Could you be loved? Oh. But yeah, Bob Marley, like huge hits. Good music for sure. But always makes me think about smoking weed. Oh, that kid also throwing stones at the ducks, or like trying to tempt them or whatever. So dumb. But yeah, kids be kids. I think now he has a real bread actually. I love the band that was banned in Germany for swearing. It's just they used like the wrong words, and in Germany there's not freedom of speech. Like you cannot say stuff, certain stuff. And it's just some random judge or whoever decides what you're allowed to say, not. Also random arm movements in Germany not allowed. You know what I mean? Jesus. It's a very nice area, yeah. But it's destroyed by fucking tourists. And people in general. I didn't know about it. I guess you're like a history buff. But yeah, I heard they went to war with the world twice actually, and second time it was even close. Yeah, and they had this guy like Schrenkele, Krenkele. Yeah. But isn't it beautiful also how dogs, they love you unconditionally, and you know, like you wake up and they're there, and then they're like, I love you, I love you, I love you. They lick you, they jump up, and then at one point you're like, go away, go away. And then the dog is like, I'm so sorry, yeah. I did it too much, and then they're just gonna stand there and look at you. I love you too much. I'm gonna look at you now until you forgive me, okay? And then you're like, okay, I forgive you, you know, yeah, okay, I love you, I love you, I love you. And then, you know, Hitler had a dog. And sometimes the dog would go around like, where's Hitler, where's Hitler? Goebbels, Rommels, where's Hitler? You know, you guys are all cool. I like you too, but just Hitler is the greatest man who ever lived. For the dog, you know. That's like some joke that I tried to make, but yeah, I'm not good at it. I didn't say that, it was the dog. The dog said it, you know. But yeah, also, who didn't do bad stuff? But yeah. But what did they think also? Did they think they are Mars or something? That they went to the war with the world? And yeah, fuck, I forgot that part, yeah, like Goering or whatever told the dog, like, you know, Hitler, he can't be here all the time. He's busy doing evil stuff all the time. He can't be with you all the time. But that would come before the other part. Yeah, I probably pushed it too far. I know that. But yeah, I think Bob Marley, he didn't like gay people also. And many other races, they are racist also. Africans fucking mass murder other Africans, and Japanese and this and that, you know, Koreans, Chinese. Yeah, you can't choose your human sometimes. What language is that? Yeah, it's often useless, and I shouldn't make jokes like that either. And I didn't like Hitler before it was cool to not like Hitler. So I don't know how different it really is. We're still all humans, you know. A lot of stuff is still very similar. Trust. And I am a kind guy. I was just raised so much with so much empathy also. And feeling forced to be nice to everybody and everything. And sometimes I even wished I was black, you know, honestly. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, well, let's get into Free Palestine. Are you Free Palestine or are you Free Israel? Or do you think both are shit? Or do you think both are great? Or you don't have an opinion? I'm curious also, I said a lot now and you have maybe a picture now, but I kind of don't also. I guess you kind of don't have a picture either. But I have even less of a picture. But as a woman, it's good to be kind as well. Nobody likes Nazi women. Definitely not a Free Palestine person. That's good, I like that. The guy almost the ducks on his hands, but then the other guy came running and they ran away. Yeah, I definitely see the problems with both of them also. They're both a bit fucked up for sure. That's kind of like my opinion as well. Like, try not to fucking rape and kill and murder. That would be good on both sides. It's that simple. See, then there again, we're both just normal, common sense humans. Because that shit is not good, right? Yeah. There's some crazy hardcore fucking settlers, or whatever you want to call them. Oh god, now, I try to film to the left side because it's so nice and quiet over there. But not anymore. The duck babies are the star of the show. But did you know that all women even have to go in the army also? Maybe not all, but technically it's like the women and the men, they both have to go. That's kind of interesting. I think they have that in South Korea as well, and North Korea. And in Switzerland, only the men have to do it, and I think that's okay. But sometimes it you can say it sucks also in some ways. And as a man, if you don't go to the military, then you have to pay like 3% of your annual salary or something until a certain age. But there's also women who go like voluntarily. These people, they don't know ducks. They like throw stones at the floor and then think they're gonna come. Yeah, there definitely can be useful also. Maybe not in the SWAT team or whatever, the special forces. But yeah, nurses, this and that, it's definitely very important. But usually that's not necessarily a part of the army. But like in Israel they also have to learn the gun. And in North Korea also, and maybe some other countries too. But they're like normal soldiers as well. But I'm sure they get some lenience, and yeah, there's different opinions on why it's bad to have women in the fighting force, so to speak. And one reason is like maybe if like your comrade dies, then it's sad, of course, but you keep fighting. But if many women die, you see many of them die, then you get demoralized and you might want to save the women more than you want to save the other men, even though you should keep fighting over them. It's maybe badly explained, but maybe you get a little bit what I mean. And I don't know exactly also how you would define this and that. But I definitely think men are more made for war. Like some men even like really enjoy it, while I think the percentage of women who would enjoy it is like slightly less for sure. And the physical strength, of course, also, which is not so important nowadays, but still. Yeah, I think a man is more emotional when a woman is dying on the front line than if a man dies. Technically. It's like inside of us in a weird way. Maybe from the mother, or I don't know. And it sounds like this gentleman stuff or whatever, but yeah. It's biologically, it makes sense also, you know, like one woman, she can have maybe like 10, 20, maybe 30 babies, you know what I mean? So if a tribe has like 100 men and 100 women and 90 men die, the tribe can still recover by impregnating the 100 women. But if 90 women die, then there's 100 men and 10 women, and the tribe will inevitably be fucked. They cannot recover. And that's maybe an extreme example, but that could be where it comes from as well, from the biology, you know. A man can impregnate 500 women or 1,000, 5,000, technically. It would still be bad for the gene pool, potentially, of course. But you could keep the numbers up. And it could also be still fine genetically. Although 100 is a very low number. There was this movie also with like, nobody was fertile anymore. And then one baby was born, and it was a huge hype. I don't remember, like The Last Man or something. I don't even remember exactly what it's about, but yeah. Everybody got infertile. Not directly connected though. Or maybe also like if you see a woman suffer, it's kind of harder than seeing a man suffer. Maybe it's not even the dying part. Although women are allegedly better at suffering. That's why they're able to do the birth. Nice. I know one woman also that is like a mother, and she said even in a weird way, it was very painful, but it also kind of felt good. If that somehow makes sense. And as a man, it's impressive and magical also, and so primal how it still works like that, you know. We still haven't invented a machine for the babies. We still do it like the natural way, and that's good, that's beautiful. That's like a direct connection to Mother Nature, like it was 400,000 years ago. That sounds almost like which one would I enjoy more, but yeah, definitely I would it would hurt me more to see a woman suffer than seeing a man suffer. It's not a huge difference, but it is some difference. That makes sense. And like suffering from birth or whatever, yeah. I don't know. I never experienced it. Like I was never there when it happened. Although I guess one time when I was born. Yeah. And yeah, it's honestly magical, like that. You feed them with your body also, like an animal, so to speak, and not in the bad way, in the good way, in the good animal way. And like the breast milk, it produces all these different things, right? Like for the immune system, it's so fascinating in many ways. Also the raising and the nutrition and other stuff. Interesting too. Like there's this one streamer, he talked about it a little bit. And there's different techniques also. Like you sometimes, I don't remember the name, but you give the baby, like for example, like very well cooked carrot, and then you just let it eat themselves instead of spoon feeding it. And that kind of like teaches them stuff also. You know what I mean? That's just how it is. You can make different techniques and whatnot. And there's a lot of new development. But there was also like a dark bad time when there was like this book, The German Mother, and they told the women or whatever to let the baby cry, this and that. But I certainly believe also that it's much more important to give as much love to the kid as possible, and yeah, to give it like that sense of somebody responds when I need something, instead of just letting it cry or whatever, which some people still believe to this day. It hurts like hell. I don't know who told you it was also good. You don't believe it. Fuck, I didn't read that somehow. Only now. But yeah, this woman that told me also, she's kind of weird in a weird way. But at least it feels good after the biggest part is out, right? It's kind of like the relief after taking a huge dump. Or yeah, maybe what she meant is like when the pain is less, there's like a maximum pain at some point or something like that, when the head goes out. And then after that, it maybe feels kind of good. Or just there's such a mix of feelings, like it definitely feels good also to see your baby, to have it, that it's healthy, that you hear it maybe crying, this and that. These things definitely feel good also, I imagine. And maybe she meant something like that. But she specifically kind of said also like felt good in the vagina in a weird way. Yeah. Not sexual, but still like, yeah, kind of like a. I imagine it like a relief from having a huge dump. When the pain stops, yes, of course, it does make sense. And yet, it's unbelievable. It's an unbelievable act that you women manage to do. It's insane. It's literally like magic or something. And every man comes out of a woman. You have like 5 minutes, yeah. And many people do C-sections nowadays, which I don't know if it's good or not also. I feel like it's not, but yeah, depends. There's also this thing that sometimes the father has like a big head, but the mother has a small pelvis, and then you need to do the C-section. But the opposite way around, if the father has a small head and the mother has a big pelvis, then it's fine. But that's like almost forbidden science. You cannot talk about it. Because certain people have bigger heads than others. And the pelvis is adapted. And then you have to get the placenta out and the blood, yeah. The placenta is a crazy thing also. It looks like a tree in a way, if you look up pictures or if you maybe still remember. And that's why the tree of life is potentially the placenta. And you hang on there for like 9 days, aka 9 months. 9 moons. It's all like from this old literature and old sagas and whatnot. And you have to cut off the head of the dragon, the navel cord or whatever. Yeah, some people even make like movies out of it or ate it. And allegedly, the druids in the past, they could see stuff in there. And nowadays, also, the doctors, they analyze the placenta, and you can see health stuff, health projections, which could like stuff that could happen or that could be good or that could be bad or whatever. It's fucking gross, yeah. But animals do it also, and it has like a lot of good stuff in there, allegedly. Like, I think it's gross also, but I can see how it could make sense. But then again, some animals even eat like their babies, like if they die or whatnot, just to recover the energy. Like I once had mice, and they had like babies, and then it was like beautiful, and then the next day, like some of the babies were like gone. They like ate it or whatever. Yeah, many animals do it also, especially like the lower the animals, the more they do it, I guess. Oh, most people finally left, dude. Jesus Christ. What else did I want to say? I forgot. But yeah, it does look like a tree, honestly. At least in a certain position. And yeah, the Odin's one eye is actually the belly button. That's why Odin has one eye, because it's the belly button. Bad joke alert. Did I do one already, or I would probably eat some of them if I gave birth to 10 babies, yeah. You said you had only one daughter also. Potentially, like, you know, the first one is probably the hardest one. After that, your body is like kind of used to it. Or like slightly more adapted to it. But it's just crazy also, like how you can bounce back as well. I know like one mother, she looks still so amazing, and she had like 4 beautiful kids. It's crazy. but she had them young also. That's the other thing, like with women thinking, oh, they can have a baby with like 40. It's obviously so much harder for the body to bounce back. But yeah, that's like fucking chauvinistic or whatever. And also the quality of the male sperm can decline, but yeah. This and that. A son, oh, that's good, that's good. Allegedly, males are somehow harder to produce than the women because first the fetus. You probably know all of this anyway, but that's why men have nipples also, because the first stage of the fetus or whatever is like kind of like female basic model, and then it gets like changed. I almost wanted to say upgraded, but yeah, then it becomes a male later. And that's why men have nipple as well, even though they're ultra useless. More people coming. I swear they're definitely gonna fucking land exactly here on my shore and destroy my stream. GG. And some fucking flies landing on my legs. You didn't know that? Yeah, I don't know how I came to that, but there's other people also who thought about that. Like, why do men have nipples? And then they looked it up, and yeah, there's the knowledge. Now I imagine a fetus with nipples, which kind of doesn't make any sense also. But you know what I mean, I guess kind of. That's at least what the internet says, and potentially scientists and stuff. And yeah, there's a lot of theories about how to have a male baby because of like all the inheritance, and men want to have like a to be the new king or whatever, this and that. But interestingly enough, for example, Jews, they say a real Jew is only born to a Jewish mother. And the reason is because you can never be 100% sure who the father is. At least in the ancient times you couldn't, before DNA tests. But you can always be sure who is the mother, because that's where the baby comes out, right? And that kind of makes sense in a weird way also. I never knew that until recently also. I knew the thing about what they say about the mother has to be Jewish, then you're Jewish also. But that it is because you can prove it like that. That kind of makes sense also. How do you get a boy? I don't know. Like, there's different theories, but I don't believe that stuff also. But I can see how it could be, like, the chance is kind of smaller. There's more women than men, and that inherently makes it look like it's more difficult. And yeah, some people say it's like about the father. If the father is like a manly man, then it's more likely that it's a man also. But if it's like a softie, a nice guy or whatever, then it's gonna be a lot of women. But I don't know how true that is. But I could see how that is somehow possible also. But like I said, there's like 60-40. 60 women, 40 men %. But it could also be that it's up to the mother. Like, one thing that I kind of believe is as well, the father, he gives like the genetic material, but the mother, she's like the architect. She takes the material and then she builds the kid out of the material. And obviously the mother has a lot of influence also which parts she uses or not from the DNA. But the environment might have an influence too, for sure. But like I said, having more women again makes more sense because you don't need many men for the tribe to survive, but you need many women for the tribe to survive because a woman, yeah, has like 1, 2, 3, 4. At the highest, yeah, I don't know, like 20, 30 babies, and that's extreme high, you know what I mean? But the average is like low, so to speak, in general. But a man like Chinggis Khan, or I don't know, some other fucking mass rapist, can have a lot, of course.
13.
Okay. It's an 8-minute walk?
Yep.
Okay, we're fine. Buck? Yes, this way.
You guys went to the beach for like 2 minutes. Do you have any theories on how to get a boy? There's also some crazy, like, superstition, like, oh, you have to do it at that time of the month, or you have to, I don't know, drink pineapple juice. These are not real examples, but stuff like that. You have to drink vinegar, or the position is important in which position you do it. You have to smack him on the head right as he comes, and then it's gonna be a male. Man, I gotta think more about what to do when that other guy comes for the streaming collaboration. Yeah, it's like an old-fashioned thing. I think nowadays not many people believe in that anymore either, and it's just like a random. It's mostly random, pretty sure. And parents should love their children no matter what gender, but there used to be at least this preference that you want your own gender as a kid, right? It's just kind of fucked up, but yeah. I can understand it, but still, you should never have your kid feel like, oh, I would have wanted a daughter or whatever. That's fucked up.
Ja, Tina. Ich? Ja. Ja, super. Wo denn? So fein. Eben gerade.
Yeah, I forgot that you're Romanian, yeah. That's understandable.
Oh, die Mama.
But since you're Romanian, you also know about how communism was kind of fucked, so that almost makes you right wing already, in my opinion. But yeah, we don't have to go there again, just saying. But yeah, I love the whole like digging the people in the ground the wrong way around or put them in cages and this and that. Oh, the dog worried about something. No, actually, we don't have it easier. We have the male privilege, which means to go to war and die, and you have to become a weathered leader. Women are trying to pull you down. Honestly, being a man is harder for sure. But yeah, it depends on how you look at it. And it's also like 60-40 again. It's not like it's a totally huge difference, but it is different for sure. Yeah, you're maybe less likely to be raped, but we shouldn't go there either. Yeah, yeah, the other extreme is definitely not the solution either. But people who like are just brainwashed by communism or whatever, that kind of sucks also. But I was kind of like there also as a kid, because there's so much propaganda about it. And some stuff also still was kind of not too bad also, you know what I mean? But like for example Stalin or whatever, yeah, that was a crazy guy, dude. He killed like the boyfriend of his daughter also, and then she like suicided. Stuff like that, like tells you a lot about people. But even fucking Gandhi or the Dalai Lama, they also do fucked up shit. It's kind of, there's like, you have to be your own leader. You cannot, there's nobody else that you can like follow. These people have to stand 5 meters next to me. But yeah, too far to walk also. But beautiful dog. There's a nice warm wind now. Like the direction turned. Before it came from the lake, and now it's from behind. And from the lake it's a cold wind, and from behind it's like a warm wind. Nice. It's like a nice warm fart. You got to pick up, you're from kindergarten. Like right now you mean, or didn't you say they were grown up already? Or I think I'm confusing you now with somebody else. Or you mean back in the day? I really have no age range also for you. I only see that name, that blue name. It's kind of like a youngish name, so I guess you're actually, yeah. If it's 4, then you're not that old. I see. I'm not really confusing it. I'm just like, I have like this data, you know, from other women, and then I like calculated with that, so to speak. But yeah, I get it. You're kind of young, probably younger than me. I'm like 42. You're basically a whelp. A whelp, like a young dog or whatever. Like the word for a young dog. I don't know if that's even English. Well, I think it is, but I'm not 100% sure. But in German we say also that word. Yeah, that one. But I mean it in an acute kind way, as the old fart.
You are live?
Yeah.
Which platform?
Twitch.
Twitch. Ah, nice. What's your name? I can check it up when I have my handy.
Yeah, Sigmar Son.
Sigmar Sol.
Yeah.
Okay.
Beautiful dog, by the way.
Oh, thank you so much.
And sorry about the bee.
Ah, yeah,
I
you
hope-
understood.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, vi Schweizer.
Ah, okay. Aha.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, go pick them up. I mean, you too. Bye. Und kommst du aus Deutschland?
Nein, wir wohnen hier in der Schweiz.
Ah, auch.
Aber wir sind aus Deutschland,
Ah,
ja.
okay.
Geboren, aber schon ewig hier.
Ja, cool.
Und du aber, du bist aus der Schweiz.
Ja, voll.
Aber
Seit Generationen.
Englisch,
Ja, voll. Ja, halt eben international mal angefangen, weil, eben, weil
Ja.
es halt einfach bringt vermutlich mehr. Und eben,
Warte.
mittlerweile kann ja auch jeder Englisch.
Ja,
gefühlt.
das ist so. Aber jetzt bist du hier in der Ferien.
Nein.
Da
Eben,
wohnst du hier.
ja, voll.
Ah, schön.
Ja, sehr schön wirklich.
Ja, aber
Aber man fühlt sich auch weg und so, weil es eben auch nicht so viel... Die hier sind, die wollen auch in die Stadt, oder?
ja, das ist so.
Ja. Macht er sich Sorgen, oder was?
Ja, Mama ist nicht da.
Ah, okay. Aber du in dem Fall nicht von da?
Nein, also wir wohnen hier in Interlaken,
Okay.
aber in Deutschland halt geboren alle.
Ja, okay.
Ja. Aber schon, eben schon seit über 20 Jahren jetzt da. Also ich würde dir dann folgen, wenn ich mich
Ja, cool.
daheim.
Ja, merci. Ich habe noch eine gute Zeit.
Merci dir auch.
Merci, ciao. Time to lay in the sun a bit. And she said she's gonna follow. Nice. +1. Yeah, the plan is to lay in the sun now a bit, I guess. Oh. Before going home. Oh, look at the corn dancing in the pit. yeah, the corn growing so big makes me think summer ends. Autumn is marching on relentlessly. I feel like the spot that I was might be occupied. I got a feeling. And this corn is so unnaturally large almost. But yeah, it's probably just corn for animals anyway. Feed. And I want to try the water temperature quickly before going to the sunbathing spot. But yeah, slowly getting tired also. I'm awake too long. It's cold yet. Brr. Brr. Recently I started to watch some fitness videos, this and that. And I'm always so torn in between, like, should you be harsh to yourself and or other people's or not? And I definitely have empathy for the people's. But sometimes, yeah, you gotta be honest and say also it's unhealthy. Like, I realize that for myself right now, you know what I mean? The diabetes and this and that. And life is just more beautiful also. More fun when you're kind of fit. It is a two-edged sword. some shadow for my backpack also, but where? Right there, maybe actually. Right there. Man, this spot reminds me so much of all those times when I was like sitting there drinking 4 or 5 beers. This fucking company here, it kind of destroys the whole picture, sadly. I mean, where else could they have built it? I don't know, but it's really not very beautiful. One day there's gonna be big trees here, but it takes a long time for them to grow. Yo, welcome back. 41 degrees, holy shit. Staying indoors, yeah. It's almost as bad as like Dubai, where you can only stay inside with the AC. But yeah, since you're on an island, if it's windy, 41 degrees, it's sometimes not too bad. But you should probably stay in the shadows for sure. But yeah, autumn is gonna come, and then it's gonna be a nice, good temperature. Did you get any rain yet? Is it like ultra never raining there? I wonder. Haven't looked up any statistics. No rain in the summer. I see. Like rained yesterday. Oh, it was nice. During the night. And then in the morning it was beautiful again. I wish I had made a sunrise stream. I thought it wasn't gonna be good, but it was actually pretty sick sunrise because it rained just before sunrise, and then during sunrise it kind of stopped raining and it cleared up. It looked pretty amazing, but yeah. I was doing other stuff. Next rain probably September, that's crazy. But yeah, like most of the things that I saw about the island also, everything looks like a little bit like dry, so to speak. I think I asked already, but I'm sure there's like some foresty places also. And I remember that island that I was in Spain, like when you went high up, there was like some kind of forest also because of the water from the air. It like condensates at a certain height, and that makes the forest like possible even without like a lot of rain, which is kind of fascinating also. Trees in the north, I see. But is it like some elevation? Probably, right? Or is everything like flat? I don't think so. Is it volcanic? Probably not. Although, which islands aren't volcanic then again? But the island I was on was like volcanic. Living the dream, yeah, indeed. You guys are falling over. Is that fucking dog poop? Oh my fucking god. It's like dried up dog poop or something. Fucking dog owners. Look at my ancient towelish thing. When I was still young, this bed sheet was already old. Good for you. What do you mean good for me? The poop, the dried poop, it's good for me. Should I eat a little bit? But yeah, it doesn't feel like I'm living the dream, not gonna lie. I kind of like to hear it, but yeah, it doesn't feel, it's not the reality I'm kind of living in. Oh no, I made them go away. Ah, I could have had such a good shot if I just had zoomed instead of scared them off. Ah, but they're just still over there. Look, they're like making a laugh or something. It's crazy. They got them on the neck though. That's kind of spooky, but they can still fly. But I think that's how they make love. It's ultra weird. And it's crazy also how they transform, like after the larva stage, and they leave back some kind of a howl also that looks like them. It's kind of spooky and weird, but also fascinating. But yeah, what would you call this love-making position? That's the real 69, guys. Can we go even deeper? We go deeper. Of course, it doesn't go sharp though. Okay, let's leave them alone. Feels bad, man, watching them. And time for me to just lay down. Good night, guys. Oh yeah, that's can't even really see chat. Oh shit, there was new chat messages and I didn't even see it. Papa Knorz is back. Was ich noch sagen wollte, bevor ich einkaufen gehe, ich brauche einen Ausfallserver, vor allem wenn das iPhone überhitzt, dann fallen die Leute nicht immer raus. Ja, das ist auch ein guter Grund. Das stimmt. Hast du den Kühler schon bekommen? Und ja, viel Spaß beim Einkaufen. Wobei ich nerv mich manchmal auch sehr beim Einkaufen. Dieser Dreckschat ist nicht hochgescrollt. So eine Schweinerei. Und ja, Papa Knorz hast du abgenommen, auch gefühlt hast du abgenommen, aber vielleicht täusche ich mich auch. Ja. Das Sache, das Sache. Papa Knorz und seine Söhne haben Köpfe wie Banane. Kühler noch nicht da, scheiße. Ich glaube auch nicht, dass die so viel bringen, aber ich habe es zumindest schon bei Leuten gesehen, dass sie das benutzen und so. Aber ich frage mich schon auch eben, wie gut dass die dann sind. Und ja, bald ist ja wieder kalt auch. Oder halt nicht so heiß. Und eben, wenn man im Schatten bleibt, geht es auch noch einigermaßen. Aber wenn man gleichzeitig noch ladet, ist halt schon scheiße. Ich bin auch gerade noch am Laden, zumindest, ja doch. 5 Kilogramm erst, ja, das ist auch schon mal nicht schlecht. Bist du eigentlich groß oder nicht? Ich bin nur 1,70, ja. Irgendwie habe ich das Gefühl, du bist auch gar nicht so groß, aber du bist bestimmt auch noch ein bisschen größer als ich. Alle sind größer als ich. Schweinerei. 1,75. Ah,
Welcome to my house, baby, take control now. We can't even slow down. We don't have to go out. Welcome to my house. Play that music too loud. Show me what you do now. We don't have to go out.
danke für den Follow. Is it somebody again who doesn't say who it is? Do I have to look it up? Oh well, I don't mind, I guess. Yo, Pauline. Du bist schon sehr logisch, habe ich nicht mal dran gedacht. Ah, merci für den Follow. Merci, merci, merci. Jetzt weiß ich gerade nicht mehr, was sagen. Habe noch die Handyanmeldung von der Ayan, ja, habe ich schon wieder vergessen. Vielen Dank. Sogar auswählen, oh, das ist aber nicht nötig. Gib mir einfach die fast auseinanderfällt oder so. Die gute China-Ware. Ja, sehr gut, sehr gut. Ja, krass sprachlos. I have to look it up. But it's already open now. That's good. That's good. Yo, West Coast auch gefolgt. Aktivitätensfeed. Es zeigt nichts an, aber normalerweise ist das der Sub-Alert. Danke für den... Also ich muss vermutlich refreshen. Einmal richtige Alerts mit richtigen Streamern. Einmal mit Profis. Einmal mit Profis. Echo. Vielen Dank für deinen Prime. Ein Prime ist kein Crime. Any more Primers? Vielen Dank. Echt. Du bist zu lieb, zu lieb. Und ja, so schöne Hunde. Und ich hoffe, der Bienenstich verheilt. Ich weiß nicht, ob das bei Bienenstichen auch so ist, aber manchmal, wenn man so einen Löffel unter das warme Wasser hält, fast schon heiß, und dann auf den Stich drauf macht, dann neutralisiert sich das Gift. Aber es gibt auch so Cremen und so, und ja. Bienenstich schon ewig nicht mehr gehabt, das ist schon scheiße, ja. Echt unglücklich gelaufen. Und ja, sie hat so einen, ich glaube kanadischer Schäferhund, oder manche sagen auch Schweizer Schäferhund, ich weiß gar nicht. Aber diese weißen Schäferhunde, die sind schon toll. Und einen Dackel, glaube ich, auch noch. Alles für den Dackel. Der Dackelclub. Probiere ich mal, ja. Ja, weil irgendwie diese Gifte, die sind irgendwie proteinbasiert oder sowas. Oder man löst die Proteine dann auf, keine Ahnung. Aber bin nicht ganz sicher, ob es bei Bienenstich ist oder nur bei Moskito. Und ja, ich fühle mich immer so awkward, wenn ich im Real Life jemanden sehe oder mich jemand anspricht wegen Streamen und so. Fühle ich mich immer so awkward, keine Ahnung. Ich bin noch nicht auf dem Knossi-Level. Und ja, ich bin von Böningen mittlerweile. Vorher auch Interlaken, jetzt Böningen. Und Böningen ist schon auch cool. Viele machen zwar Witze und alles, aber es ist schon echt cool da. Nein, ja, muss nicht sorry sagen. Nein, es hat sich auch gut angefühlt. Es war eine gute Interaktion. Aber ich versuche eben auch nie jemanden zu filmen und so und bla bla bla. Es halt, ja, und die meisten starren halt nur so, weißt du, wie ich meine. Und einmal wurde ich auch gefragt, ob ich schizophren bin. Wegen dem Reden, oder? Ah ja. Passiert, passiert. Aber deine Interaktion war sehr gut. Und jetzt dieser Support ultra stark. Und ja, manchmal streame ich auch nur eben, um ein bisschen Kontakt mit Leuten zu haben, keine Ahnung. Ist jetzt auch nicht der krasseste Streamer oder was auch immer. Ja, in dem Moment war ich geschockt und habe mich dann auch nicht gut gefühlt. Ja. Und ich wusste auch gar nicht, was sagen. So. Ich hatte keine Retourkutsche parat. Aber das war auch noch zu der Zeit, wo ich relativ viel getrunken habe und jetzt habe ich aufgehört zu trinken. Und ich habe auch schon Alkoholiker gesehen, die mit sich selber geredet haben. Von daher. Aber ja, 9 von 10 Stimmen in meinem Kopf sagen, ich bin nicht schizophren. Und die 10. ist um die Tetris-Melodie oder so. Und ja, man weiß halt eben auch nie, ob die Leute jetzt nicht gefilmt werden wollen oder doch. Und eben dann versuche ich immer nicht zu filmen. Aber manche eben, ja, die wollen sogar eben noch winken und alles. Aber das weiß man halt nie, oder? Und dann muss man immer sehr schnell reagieren. Mühsam, mühsam, aber so ist das Streamerleben halt. Zwei? Ja, wenn ich zwei habe, dann kann ich auf beiden Händen so Chat-Handy und auf dem anderen Handy, ich weiß auch nicht, vielleicht Stream Buddy. Aber im Moment ja, habe ich nur ein Handy, das gut funktioniert. Ja, irgendwie sieht es cool aus, aber irgendwie auch doof. Bin noch nicht sicher. Das ist nicht der optimale Winkel. Naja, egal. Okay, bis bald. Auf Wiederfernsehen. Ach, ich bin ein bisschen müde. Ich kann gefühlt auch direkt hier schlafen. Schon sehr, sehr gemütlich. Aber dann bestimmt Sonnenbrand. Keine gute Idee. Ich glaube 2 Stunden live. Fühlt sich an wie 3. Ja, ja. Ich schwöre, die Sonne geht immer dahin, wo sie nicht soll. Jetzt ist die Sonne auf dem Tuch, aber da, wo das Wasser stand, war natürlich Sonne. Feinstes Mikroplastikwasser. Einfach der verdammte Crap so. Ja, ja. Keine Ahnung, aber ja, ich glaube, ich werde vielleicht gehen. Yeah, I go home. Ich gehe nach Hause. Tired. And at least we get some sun. Feels like enough. I woke up like very early, aka slept like twice, but both times not ultra long. There's some bug making like fart noises or something, I don't know. It's weird. Summertime. We see the snake. Sometimes there's a snake. I wish I remembered what time of the year it was when we saw the snake. Because I think now it might be even too hot for the snake to sunbathe. And I think it was in between the seasons. And there's this one giant dragonfly. It's ginormous. And yeah, my skin feels like it was enough sun already, or maybe even too much, which is crazy. But yeah, we did sunbath already yesterday. So, I might have like added up. Or something. And yeah, I think I'm gonna end in a few minutes because walking through the village sometimes, on one hand it's always the same and yeah, it just feels a bit awkward. all the cherries are gone. There's like a million seeds on the floor. And yeah, this lake's so tempting to swim also, but because they say it has too much poop or whatever, I never do it. But I sometimes see people do it also, and the water looks good. And it would definitely be warmer also. Decisions. Where the hell did I put the wallet? I probably put it in my backpack, right? Gotta check though. Oh, I hear baby rage. Baby rage. But yeah, I think I'm gonna end with this magnificent picture like this. Not sure if I should be in the screen. Okay, bye guys, bye. Bye. Goodbye, take care, thanks for watching. Danke fürs Zuschauen, danke für den Prime. Man sieht sich. Vielleicht noch mal Kaffee trinken. Bye.